According to the National Electrical Code, there is no specific requirement for an outlet under the counter in a bathroom seating area if another outlet is located within 36 inches of the sink rim on the backsplash and the bathroom is not considered a wet location. Wet locations include areas with a shower, tub, or BA. The 12-inch rule, which requires a receptacle to be located within 12 inches of the countertop surface in kitchens, does not apply to bathrooms. Therefore, if an outlet is already present within 36 inches of the sink rim on the backsplash, an additional outlet under the counter in the seating area of the bathroom is not needed, even if it is within 12 inches of the countertop. There are several aspects to consider when determining the placement and requirements for electrical outlets in bathrooms. Firstly, the general requirement for receptacle placement in bathrooms is dictated by the National Electrical Code, specifically Article 210.8, which addresses ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, protection, and Article 210.52, which pertains to receptacle placement. Secondly, the 36-inch rule is a key element. The NEC mandates that at least one receptacle outlet must be installed within 36 inches, or 914 millimeters, of the outside edge of each bathroom sink basin. This receptacle is intended to serve countertop appliances such as hairdryers, curling irons, and electric shavers. This rule ensures convenient access to power for these commonly used devices. Thirdly, the 12-inch rule is primarily for kitchens. The NEC requirement that receptacles be placed within 12 inches of countertop surfaces is specifically for kitchen countertops and work surfaces, not bathroom countertops. This requirement aims to minimize the use of extension cords in the kitchen, thereby reducing the risk of electrical hazards. Fourthly, GFCI protection is a critical safety measure. All 125-volt, 15 amps and 20 amps receptacles installed in bathrooms must have GFCI protection. GFCI protection is designed to detect ground faults and quickly interrupt the circuit to prevent electrical shock. This is particularly important in bathrooms due to the proximity of water. Fifthly, dedicated circuits can offer additional safety. While not always required, providing a dedicated 20 amp circuit for bathroom receptacles can help prevent overloading the circuit and tripping breakers, especially when multiple hydro appliances are used simultaneously. Sixthly, consider local amendments to NEC. Local jurisdictions may have amendments or additional requirements to the NEC, so it is essential to check with the local electrical inspector or building department to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Seventhly, regarding placement under counters, if there is a seating area under the bathroom counter, the NEC does not specifically require a receptacle outlet in that location, provided that the 36-inch rule is satisfied by another receptacle. However, if the seating area is likely to be used for grooming or other activities that require electrical power, adding a receptacle outlet in that location may be a practical consideration. Eighthly, concerning wet locations, if a bathroom includes a shower, tub, or bidet, it is considered a wet location, and additional rules apply. Receptacles must not be installed within the shower or tub space. Additionally, lighting fixtures and other electrical equipment in wet locations must be rated for wet locations and installed according to the manufacturer's instructions. Ninthly, if planning for future needs, consider future needs when determining the placement of receptacle outlets. For example, if the bathroom may be remodeled in the future or if additional electrical devices may be used, it may be prudent to install additional receptacle outlets or a dedicated circuit. Tenthly, for electrical codes and standards, it is important to follow the latest edition of the National Electrical Code, as well as any applicable state or local codes and standards. The NEC is updated every 3 years, and it is essential to stay current with the latest requirements to ensure safety and compliance. 11thly, professional installation is recommended. It is always recommended to hire a qualified electrician to install electrical receptacle outlets in bathrooms. A qualified electrician will be familiar with all applicable codes and regulations and will ensure that the installation is done safely and correctly. 12thly, regarding island or peninsula countertops, the NEC has specific requirements for receptacle outlets on island and peninsula countertops in kitchens. These requirements do not apply to bathroom countertops. 13thly, concerning tamper-resistant receptacles, the NEC requires tamper-resistant receptacles in dwelling units in areas where children are likely to be present. This helps prevent children from inserting objects into the receptacle outlets and getting an electrical shock. 14thly, arc fault circuit interrupter or SI protection requirements is another important safety feature. SI protection is designed to detect arc faults, which are a common cause of electrical fires. While SI protection is not typically required for bathroom receptacles, it may be required for other circuits in the bathroom, such as lighting circuits. The requirements and guidelines discussed should provide a comprehensive understanding of the rules and considerations for electrical receptacle outlets in bathrooms, addressing both safety and convenience. Here are several additional factors to consider regarding bathroom receptacle placement and electrical safety. Firstly, lighting considerations are important. While the primary focus is on receptacles, proper lighting is crucial for bathroom safety and functionality. Ensure that lighting fixtures are appropriately rated for use in damp or wet locations, especially those near showers or tubs. Secondly, fan and heater placement is another important item to consider. Bathroom fans and heaters should be installed according to the manufacturer's instructions and in compliance with local codes. Ensure that heaters are not placed where they could come into contact with water or flammable materials. Thirdly, electrical panel capacity is something to keep in mind. Before adding new circuits or receptacles, assess the capacity of the existing electrical panel. If the panel is already near its maximum capacity, it may be necessary to upgrade the panel to accommodate the additional load. Fourthly, conduit and wiring methods are also important. Use appropriate conduit and wiring methods for bathroom electrical installations. Wiring should be protected from physical damage and moisture. Fifthly, junction box accessibility is another thing to remember. Ensure that all junction boxes are accessible for future maintenance and repairs. Do not conceal junction boxes behind walls or ceilings without providing access. Sixthly, labeling circuits is very important. Clearly label all circuits in the electrical panel to indicate which circuits serve the bathroom receptacles, lighting, and other electrical equipment. This can be helpful for troubleshooting and maintenance purposes. Seventhly, surge protection considerations should be noted. Consider installing surge protection devices to protect sensitive electronic equipment in the bathroom from voltage surges. Eighthly, bonding and grounding is critical for electrical safety. Ensure that all metal parts of the electrical system, including receptacle boxes, conduit, and equipment enclosures, are properly bonded and grounded. Ninthly, regular inspections are crucial. Have a qualified electrician inspect the bathroom electrical system regularly to identify any potential safety hazards or code violations. Tenthly, emergency shut-off is something to consider. Consider installing an emergency shut-off switch for the bathroom electrical system. This can be helpful in the event of an electrical emergency. 11thly, follow manufacturer instructions. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing electrical equipment in the bathroom. 12thly, consider future needs. Think about future needs when planning bathroom electrical installations. Consider adding additional receptacles or circuits to accommodate future appliances or devices. 13thly, documentation is essential. Keep accurate records of all bathroom electrical work, including permits, inspections, and wiring diagrams. This can be helpful for future maintenance and repairs. 14thly, public safety is the goal. Above all, prioritize safety when working with electricity. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to do the work. The considerations mentioned provide an additional perspective on ensuring electrical safety and functionality in bathrooms, covering aspects beyond just receptacle placement to include lighting, ventilation, circuit capacity, and long-term maintenance. The considerations for bathroom receptacle placement and electrical safety should be approached comprehensively, covering several essential elements. Firstly, compliance with the National Electrical Code is paramount. Adhering to the latest edition of the NEC ensures that all installations meet minimum safety standards. This includes requirements for GFCI protection, receptacle spacing, and wiring methods. Secondly, local building codes should be taken into account. Local jurisdictions may have additional requirements or amendments to the NEC, so it is crucial to check with the local building department to ensure compliance with all applicable codes. Thirdly, GFCI protection is essential. All 125-volt, 15 amps and 20 amps receptacles in bathrooms must be GFCI protected to prevent electrical shock. Regularly test GFCI receptacles to ensure they are functioning properly. Fourthly, receptacle placement is important. Ensure that receptacles are placed within 36 inches of the outside edge of each sink basin and that they are accessible and not obstructed by cabinets or other fixtures. Fifthly, dedicated circuits are a good idea. Consider providing a dedicated 20 amp circuit for bathroom receptacles to prevent overloading the circuit when multiple hydro appliances are used. Sixthly, wiring methods should be chosen carefully. Use appropriate wiring methods for bathroom electrical installations, such as type NMB cable or conduit, and ensure that all wiring is properly supported and protected. Seventhly, grounding and bonding is crucial. Ensure that all metal parts of the electrical system, including receptacle boxes, conduit, and equipment enclosures, are properly grounded and bonded to provide a safe path for fault current. Eighthly, lighting should be appropriate. Use lighting fixtures that are rated for use in damp or wet locations and install them according to the manufacturer's instructions. Ninthly, ventilation is important. Ensure that the bathroom is adequately ventilated to prevent moisture buildup, which can lead to mold and mildew growth. Tenthly, heating considerations should be noted. Install bathroom heaters according to the manufacturer's instructions and ensure that they are not placed where they could come into contact with water or flammable materials. 11thly, surge protection is a good idea. Consider installing surge protection devices to protect sensitive electronic equipment in the bathroom from voltage surges caused by lightning or other electrical disturbances. 12thly, tamper-resistant receptacles are a good safety measure. Use tamper-resistant receptacles to prevent children from inserting objects into the receptacle outlets and getting an electrical shock. 13thly, professional installation is recommended. Hire a qualified electrician to perform all bathroom electrical work to ensure that it is done safely and in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. 14thly, regular inspections should be conducted. Schedule regular inspections of the bathroom electrical system to identify any potential safety hazards or code violations. 15thly, emergency preparedness is something to keep in mind. Know how to shut off the power to the bathroom in case of an electrical emergency. The best practices provide a more detailed and structured approach to ensuring the safety and compliance of bathroom electrical installations, covering aspects from code adherence to emergency preparedness.